Today, we're going beyond the accolades. We're digging into 10 times Patrick Mahomes didn't just win, he absolutely demolished his opponents, leaving them with nothing but broken defenses and a lot of questions. Let's kick it off with the moment that signaled Mahomes' arrival to the NFL in a big way. In 2018, the Kansas City Chiefs handed Mahomes the keys to the offense, and he wasted no time proving he was the guy. After a solid debut in Week 1, tossing 4 touchdowns against the Chargers, Mahomes was just getting warmed up. What happened in Week 2 against the Pittsburgh Steelers was nothing short of a statement, not just to the Chiefs, but to the entire NFL. In only his second career start, Mahomes didn't just beat the Steelers, he torched them. 6 touchdown passes. 6! Each one more jaw-dropping than the last. Heinz Field, usually a fortress for the Steelers, fell silent as the young quarterback tore their defense apart. He didn't just rely on one weapon either. He spread the ball like a seasoned vet. A perfect strike to Travis Kelce over the middle, followed by a bomb to Tyreek Hill that left the defense chasing shadows. His arm strength, precision, and decision-making were on another level. And as if that wasn't enough, 0 interceptions. 326 yards, a flawless passer rating. Mahomes was playing chess while everyone else was stuck playing checkers. The Steelers had no answers, no adjustments, no hope. That game didn't just put Mahomes on the map, it set the stage for a historic MVP season. This was the birth of a superstar, and the NFL would never be the same again. And that's just one, but we're only getting started. Next, let's fast forward to this high-stakes Super Bowl rematch against the San Francisco 49ers. The game had been a brutal defensive showdown. With the Chiefs trailing 19-16 and under 2 minutes left, Mahomes faced a moment that would define legend. With ice in his veins, Mahomes orchestrated a 64-yard drive over 10 plays that felt like pure magic. Third down after third down, the pressure mounting, but he didn't flinch. 2 key third down conversions later, and the Chiefs tied the game with a 29-yard field goal. In overtime, the 49ers took the lead with a field goal, but it felt like they were merely prolonging the inevitable, because when Mahomes got the ball back, there was a sense in the stadium, a certainty, something special was about to happen. He didn't disappoint. 8 passes, not a single one hit the ground. A 4th-and-1 scramble to keep the drive alive, followed by a stunning 19-yard bulldoze through the 49ers defense on 3rd and 1. Then, with the game on the line, he delivered a dagger. A game-winning touchdown pass to Mecole Hardman that sealed the victory and etched his name deeper into Super Bowl lore. 333 passing yards, 66 rushing yards. Mahomes became the first quarterback to lead a Super Bowl overtime comeback. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. And if you think Mahomes' dominance stops here, think again. Let's move to a game where Mahomes pulled off one of the greatest comebacks in Super Bowl history. To truly understand Mahomes' greatness, we have to revisit Super Bowl 54. Down 20-10 in the 4th quarter with under 7 minutes left, Chiefs looked beaten. Mahomes was struggling, and the 49ers defense was suffocating. But in a flash, Mahomes flipped the script. Facing 3rd and 15 on their own 35-yard line, the Chiefs dialed up the now iconic wasp play, a deep shot to Tyreek Hill. Mahomes, under heavy pressure, launched a 44-yard bomb that shifted the entire momentum of the game. Heinz Field had no idea what had just hit him. That throw, it was the spark. From there, Mahomes went into overdrive. A surgical strike to Travis Kelce brought the score to 20-17. Then Mahomes delivered a perfect pass to Damian Williams for the go-ahead touchdown. But he wasn't done. As if to drive the point home, Williams added a late rushing touchdown, sealing the 21-point comeback and a 31-20 Chiefs victory. Mahomes finished with 286 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, earning his first Super Bowl MVP. But those numbers only tell part of the story. What really stood out was his unshakable composure in the face of near defeat, turning a game that seemed lost into one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history. Next up, a showdown between 2 of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the game, Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson in a Sunday night thriller in Baltimore. While the Chiefs narrowly fell short in the 36-35 nail-biter, it was Mahomes who stole the spotlight, putting on a quarterback clinic that left fans and analysts alike buzzing. He threw for 343 yards, delivered 3 touchdowns, and completed 24 of 31 passes with surgical precision. His 1 interception was a rare blemish on what was otherwise a near-perfect performance. Even more remarkable, the Ravens' aggressive pass rush couldn't lay a finger on him, not a single sack. From the first quarter, Mahomes took command, launching a 33-yard bomb to Demarcus Robinson to put the Chiefs on the board early. But he wasn't done. In the third quarter, with the Ravens clawing back, Mahomes delivered a strike to Byron Pringle and then hit his favorite target, Travis Kelce, with a laser for an 11-point lead. He made the Baltimore defense look helpless at times, spreading the ball effortlessly. Though Lamar Jackson mounted a heroic fourth-quarter comeback to steal the victory, Mahomes walked off the field with a 131.5 passer rating compared to Jackson's 78.8. Even in defeat, Mahomes proved once again that, win or lose, he's a force of nature. His performance was one for the ages, a masterclass in quarterback play that left the Ravens just barely escaping with a victory. And the next game's a reminder that when Mahomes is on the field, no lead is safe. At first glance, the 2019 AFC divisional round looks like a comfortable win for the Chiefs. But what really happened that day was nothing short of miraculous. It's the game where the world learned that no lead is safe when Patrick Mahomes is on the field. In just 19 minutes, the Houston Texans had built an explosive 24-0 lead. The Chiefs' Super Bowl dream seemed to be slipping away, and the Texans looked poised to pull off the upset of the year. But then, Mahomes happened. He took control of the game, commanding the huddle like a seasoned general. With surgical precision, he orchestrated an unstoppable series of drives. It started with a 17-yard touchdown pass to Damian Williams. Then, 3 consecutive touchdown strikes to Travis Kelce followed, each one a dagger to the Texans' defense. In what felt like the blink of an eye, Kansas City erased the 24-point deficit, scoring 41 unanswered points. By halftime, the Texans were left shell-shocked, and Mahomes had completely flipped the script. His 5-touchdown, 321-yard performance that day wasn't just about winning, it was a statement. The Chiefs didn't just beat the Texans, they broke them, and Houston would never recover, spiraling into years of mediocrity, while the Chiefs marched to their first Super Bowl in 50 years. Halfway there, we've seen some demolitions, but now it's time to witness Mahomes' most clutch moment, what's now known as the 13-second miracle. Just when we thought we'd seen it all from Patrick Mahomes, he delivered perhaps the most unbelievable moment of his career in the 2022 AFC Divisional Round. It was a showdown for the ages, a heavyweight battle between him and Josh Allen, two of the league's most dynamic quarterbacks. What unfolded was an instant classic, with both teams trading blows in a high-stakes shootout. But, as we've come to expect, when the pressure was at its peak, Mahomes delivered magic. With just 13 seconds left in regulation, the Bills took a 36-33 lead, and it seemed like the game was over. Fans, analysts, and even the Bills' defense thought it was done, but Mahomes had other ideas. What happened next was pure Mahomes magic. In a sequence that will go down in NFL lore, he coolly completed a 19-yard pass to Tyreek Hill, followed by a 25-yard dart to Travis Kelce. 2 plays, 44 yards, and just like that, Mahomes had done the impossible. He set up a 49-yard field goal to tie the game at the buzzer. Overtime arrived, and it felt inevitable. Mahomes got the ball first, and with the game on the line, he marched his team down the field with the calm, surgical precision that had become his trademark. In a fitting end, he sealed the 42-36 victory with a touchdown pass to Kelce. Mahomes finished with 378 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and an unforgettable place in NFL history. A performance that left everyone in awe and cemented his status as the most clutch quarterback in football. Up next, let's dive into Mahomes' redemption against the Bengals in the 2022 AFC Championship game. Heading into the game, the Bengals had Mahomes' number, winning 3 straight head-to-head matchups, including the previous year's conference title that sent Cincinnati to the Super Bowl in Kansas City's usual spot. Despite a high ankle sprain suffered the week before, Mahomes battled through the pain, throwing for 326 yards and 2 touchdowns, though his usual mobility and playmaking magic were noticeably limited. Forced to stay in the pocket against Cincinnati's tough defense, he showed his versatility and adapted under pressure, opening up a 20-13 lead by the end of the third quarter. But just when things seemed under control, disaster struck. A strip sack by Sam Hubbard gave the Bengals a lifeline, tying the game. For the next 13 minutes, tensions filled the air as both teams struggled to break the deadlock. Then, with just 30 seconds left, Mahomes got one final chance. Starting from his own 47-yard line, he faced a crucial 3rd and 4 from the Bengals' 47. What came next would become the defining moment of the game. Mahomes, ankle sprain and all, scrambled for a 5-yard gain that kept the drive alive. And just like that, a late hit by Joseph Ossai added 15 more yards, setting up the game-winning 45-yard field goal. Though it wasn't his flashiest performance, it was a display of grit that added another chapter to his legacy. Same as this Week 8 matchup against the Jets, where he put on a quarterback masterclass. Coming into their Week 8 matchup against the New York Jets, the Kansas City Chiefs were heavy favorites. They didn't just live up to expectations, they blew past them. In a performance that showcased the gulf between a team with an elite quarterback and one struggling to keep up, Patrick Mahomes put on a show. He shredded the Jets' defense for 416 passing yards and 5 touchdowns, completing 31 of 42 passes with a near-perfect 144.4 passer rating. It wasn't just the numbers, it was the way he played with them, launching bombs, picking apart coverages, and moving the ball at will. Mahomes looked like he was in complete control from start to finish, while the Jets had no answers. What made this game stand out was how effortless Mahomes made it look. Not a single turnover, not a single sack, just pure domination. It was a masterclass in quarterback play. 8 moments down, 2 to go. Now, let's revisit Mahomes' career-high game to open the 2022 season in Glendale. When the 2022 season kicked off in Glendale, Patrick Mahomes sent a message to the entire NFL. This season belongs to me. In his typical fashion, he opened the year with an absolute bang against the Arizona Cardinals. From start to finish, Mahomes was unstoppable, leaving the Cardinals' defense completely bewildered. He passed for 5 touchdowns and had 0 interceptions, completing 30 of 39 throws for an impressive 360 yards, achieving a passer rating of 144.2. This sensational display was just the beginning, as he went on to finish the season with a career-high 5,250 passing yards and 41 touchdowns, setting the tone for another MVP-caliber campaign. We're down to the final moment. It's a reminder that Mahomes doesn't take days off destroying opponents, not even after Christmas. Just the day after Christmas, Patrick Mahomes delivered a brutal reminder to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He wasn't Santa Claus, there were no gifts for their defense. Instead, he picked apart the Steelers' secondary, leaving no room for mercy. He threw for 258 yards and 3 touchdowns, completing 23 of 30 passes. His performance was a masterclass in execution, despite being sacked twice. Even without his favorite target, Travis Kelce, Mahomes spread the ball to the likes of Byron Pringle, who caught 2 touchdowns, and Mecole Hardman, who grabbed another. With a 14-0 lead after the first quarter, the game was all but over. The Steelers were outmatched from the opening whistle, as Mahomes finished with a passer rating of 135.1. He showed no signs of slowing down, embarrassing Pittsburgh's defense with his pinpoint accuracy and flawless decision-making. There you have it. From miraculous comebacks to jaw-dropping performances, Mahomes has redefined what it means to play quarterback. With every game, he pushes the boundaries of greatness, leaving us all wondering, what's next? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more football content. Stick around and be sure to check out our next video. We'll see you there.